Hello everyone, this is Copycat again with another video. This video will cover creating the legs for our base model that we can use for our high-res officers. And also a part of the arm if I can get to it in time. I tried to do this video once before and it came out to 20 minutes, so I'm going to try to do this really fast, so try to stay with me. The legs is going to be the first time that we're actually dealing with geometry on either side of the character. Before it was his body and that was great, but now when we get down to the leg part we're going to run into some problems if we don't start mirroring geometry. As you can see, I went ahead and added a blend to the belt so you can see exactly where the belt is at. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I want to do is I want to select all these objects and I want to create some divisions in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to just select those objects, go to object mode and select the waist, the belt and the vest. Go to cut faces tool, go to my front view, right in the center of the grid, and let go, and that should cut all the faces. Since I have this tool out, the other cut I want to make is right across underneath the belt. One of the things I noticed in the last segment is that the bottom portion belt does not really curve out like that. So what I'm going to do is select both of these objects, and real quick I'm just going to go in here and select these vertices and bring them in to be straight for the belt. Now that we have our mesh split up, we want to go ahead and delete that one side and duplicate our geometry. What we want to do is we want to select all three of our pieces here, go to faces, select the faces on the right hand side of the model because this is the back end of the model, right down the center, and delete those faces. Now we select the left side of the model and we can mirror that geometry. So go to duplicate. I've already set my settings. If you want to take a look at the settings, here they are. The scale is -1 on the x-axis. As soon as I hit duplicate, it will duplicate all the geometry the other side. Now there is a good advantage of duplicating geometry like this, because anything you do on the right hand side will happen on the left hand side. Of course, everybody knows that. So let's go ahead and get started on the legs. I'm just go ahead and select these edges one by one, since it does not work using continuing edges for some reason. I've tried it already. So I'm going to select these edges. And what I'm going to do is go up to Edit Polygons and Extrude Edge. When you're extruding the edges for the legs, you want to be sure that you keep them parallel when you're coming down. Well, in order to do that and keep it aligned with the y-axis, let's go ahead and show the bones. Let me go ahead and rotate this a little bit, and we're going to scale them in. As soon as we do that, let's go ahead and tweak up the verts, make it round. So let's go ahead and select this vertex here and bring it in a little bit. So let's move the character over. We can actually round out the leg a little bit. Good job. One of the things I like to do whenever I'm working with the legs in this fashion is go into my wireframe and take these vertices and bring them down to a point where they're almost lined up. And that's pretty good for now. So let's go back into perspective view, turn my mesh back on. It's okay if you go into just shaded view, so you don't have to view the texture there all screwed up. Let's go ahead and select these edges. one more time. Now you can make a set for this, and so you don't have to continue selecting these, but I'm not going to do that. Let's go to front view, and now every time that you extrude, I went ahead and separated the legs into 3 parts. So every time you extrude, go ahead and create 3 sections for the legs. So let's extrude 1/3 of the femur. Go ahead and bring it in a bit. Hit G to extrude again, W to move, another third, and you can make those adjustments and line them up with the bone. As you can see up here, I didn't line it up with the bone, so let's go ahead and go to vertices and line that up with the bone. Hit 4 to go into wireframe and line that up with the bone. As you can see up here in the center, I didn't line it up with the bone either, so I can do that as well. Now they should be lined up with the bone. Go to perspective view again and just take a look at it. Everything looks okay. Let's go back to front view, or actually perspective view, so we can reselect those edges and continue extruding. Front view, and let's hit extrude edge again. Move tool, and what I like to do is go right above the knee, extrude again, right in the center of the knee, extrude again, right below the knee. Now you could take these edges and go all the way down to the ankle and just use your cut faces tool, but I'm going to use this method for now. Extrude again, go down to the middle of the calf. Now we can take this and also scale it down a bit, because this is going to be as the lower part. Extrude again, 1/3 of the way down. This is already 1, 2. Line it up with the bottom portion. Extrude again, and let's go all the way down to the ankle. Now we've been lining up the front view, but we were not lining up the side view. As you can see, the side view is not lined up with the bone. So we're going to do that right now. And I'll probably end up skipping over this portion of the video. And go out to perspective view, turn on our mesh, and there you have it. We have legs. Let's go ahead and add a Lambert shader to this. So you right click and go down to materials, add new, and hit Lambert. Attributes come up. And since it's Lambert 3, let's go ahead and choose a texture out of our files that we've extracted from our res file. There it is, SWAT legs. Let's go ahead and go with that one. Go to front view. Let's go ahead and make some adjustments to that texture. We're going to go ahead and select the object in object mode. Go to edit polygons texture and create UVs based on camera. And that should give you an idea of what it's going to look like now. What we can do, since the other side's not matching, we can go ahead and delete that side out. Remember that the left side's the original, so you can go ahead and go to edit and duplicate it. And that's basically it. That was our legs. We can beef him up a little bit, but for now this will be a good base model. Thank you so much for watching. The next video we'll talk about the arms and getting them extended out to where the hands are at. And maybe later we'll go ahead and design some boots for some fun. Thank you for watching. As always, leave your comments. See you next time.